members and help sustain them in their service to humanity. That just as I have learned from those who preceded me, so will I instruct those who follow me in the science and the art of medicine. That I will recognize the limits of my knowledge and pursue lifelong learning to better care for the sick and to prevent illness. That I will seek the counsel of others when they are more expert, so as to fulfill my obligation to those who are entrusted to my care. That I will not withdraw from my patients in their time of need. That I will lead my life and practice my art with integrity and honor, using my power wisely. That whatsoever I shall see or hear of the lives of my patient that is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep in confidence. That into whatever house I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick. That I will maintain the sacred trust, holding myself far aloof from wrong, from corrupting, from the tempting of others to vice. That above all else, I will serve the highest interests of my patients through the practice of my science and my art. That I will be an advocate for patients in need and strive for justice in the care of the sick. I now turn to my calling, promising to preserve its finest traditions with the reward of a long experience in the joy of healing. I make this vow freely and upon my honor. Congratulations once again. Now go forth and do good.
I now welcome Monsignor O'Grady to offer the closing benediction.
In the words of King Henry VIII to each of his wives, I promise you I shall not keep you long. A blessing is a hope, a wish, and a prayer. You have already been blessed by family, by friends. You've been blessed by the faculty, administration, and staff of St. George's Medical School. And I think it is certainly the hope, the prayer, for all of you that you will continue to be blessed as you begin your career as doctors of medicine. Now what I'd ask you to do, though, is to offer a blessing to each other, to all of your graduates. So everybody raise your right hands over one of your classmates if possible. Just raise your right hands. And since you have been blessed by faculty and friends, and some of you have family members here, they have already blessed you. But if they want to raise their right hands, they can do the same thing. So repeat after me. Thank you for being part of my life.
Thank you for being part of my life.
At St. George's.
At St. George's.
And I hope for your continued blessing.
And I hope for your continued blessing.
Well, now your days at SJU are over. Your education and training will continue, whatever country you will be returning to. I'm sure you have fond memories of the days in Grenada, but they're over, they're gone. I think you can say, in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God in heaven. Yeah, free at last.
Thank you, Reverend Monsignor John O'Grady. Congratulations once again to our new doctors. Before we end this ceremony, I would like to make some closing remarks to consider. I know these are celebratory moments in your life, and we are privileged to share them with you, but it's impossible to ignore the gravity of the times in which you graduate. These times present momentous challenges. The world needs doctors, not only to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, but also to fight against the effects of multiple issues such as racism, violence, gender equality, environmental issues, just to name a few. This virus has brought the COVID-19, the most serious healthcare threat, to the world in the last 100 years. Armed with your new MD degree, you will join the ranks of thousands of physicians, including our proud SGU alumni, and other healthcare workers fighting this pandemic. In joining this fight, you will need a call upon the same perseverance and commitment that carry you through 4 years of medical school. Paramount among this is a commitment to ensure the health of the public. This commitment must now extend to dealing with inequality and racism in healthcare and in society. You will need to walk into the future committed not only to science and lifelong learning, but also committed to humanism and anti-racism. We must extend our traditional commitments to altruism, humanism, and lifelong learning to the fight against racism and for equal access to healthcare more than ever. This coronavirus has caused a pandemic unprecedented in our lifetime, but learned a lot out of this devastating experience. Today, you are united in joining this team. We are counting on you. So go forth and do good by taking care of millions of people who will look forward and towards your humanism and science to keep them safe and healthy. Finally, remember that your positive attitudes and determination have brought you this far, and life is as much about living the journey as it is about eventually reaching a destination. Aristotle said, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Continue to strive for excellence and to choose carefully. We wish you continued health, wisdom, happiness, and success in your new career. I take this time to thank our students, families, faculty, staff, and administrators for your support and participation in this ceremony. Let us join in tribute with a big round of applause for today's promising young doctors. Congratulations once again. We're proud of you. Thank you and good day.
Congratulations!
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all of our graduates.
I was gonna say, it's not even our class. No, it's our class. There's Cunning right there. The one that we saw in Los Angeles.